Welcome to the Worst of the Riot podcast, the Wednesday, August 2nd edition. Today in the show, you'll find why your swimsuit might be dangerous, the perfect sandwich ingredients, and things you'll regret not doing when you get older. But first, let's talk IHOP. We love IHOP on the show, don't we?
Hippity hop.
Hippity hop indeed.
Hippity
We love
hop.
IHOP. We're big IHOP fans. And IHOP, they have a big celebration going on right now. Did you know IHOP is turning 65 years old? It's their 65th anniversary.
That means they were around back in 1960.
Yes, that is correct.
1958.
1958 would have been
Boom.
their first year of existence. And as part of the celebration, one of the things you could do for a limited time is you could go to IHOP and get all-you-can-eat pancakes for $5.
That's a good deal.
That's a steal of a deal.
$5. That's easy money.
It says that they will bring them out. They bring them out in 5 stack. Like you'd get a stack of 5, and then you say, I want more. And then they bring you another stack of 5, and so on and so forth until you throw in the towel. Also, this sounds even better to me. Any breakfast combo that includes a side of pancakes can also get more pancakes in all-you-can-eat fashion.
Oh, that's awesome.
That sounds great, right?
That's the best case
You get
scenario.
bacon and eggs, and then as many pancakes as you can handle. That's a great deal.
It's
But
crazy,
it's not
too.
$5.
Because it says prices vary, but a full stack of buttermilk pancakes is normally $10.59. And so you're getting it half price and as many as you can eat.
Yeah. What a steal of a deal. How are we not doing this? This is dine-in only, though. So here's the question.
Should we go?
Yeah, should we go?
We
Should we
should.
go and see who can eat more?
Oh, how many pancakes can we down?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Where do you think you would, what's your over-under for pancakes?
How many pancakes do I think I could put down?
IHOP specifically.
I don't know the size of their pancakes.
Mhm.
I'm thinking they're like what, like a hand
Yeah, I think like a plate size.
plate size. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm thinking I probably could do
And they're kind of thin, too. Kind of
pancakes are
light,
filling.
light and fluffy.
I'm gonna go. This is just a wild guess. I'm gonna go 7.
7?
I feel like a lot or a little.
I feel like if you strained yourself, I think you could do more, I would think.
But that feels like
For
a pretty
me,
solid number,
Because
right?
here's what I'm thinking. Last night, believe it or not, I had pancakes. It was literally the only thing I ate the entire day was pancakes. And so I did kind of have as many as I wanted. They were homemade. They weren't IHOP. They're probably a little denser, but also a little smaller. And I had 4, and that was where I was hitting a wall a little bit. And I did not feel really great about that afterwards either.
Oh yeah, you gotta be feeling stuffed.
So I think maybe like if I really wanted to strain 8, 9, and I probably would be pretty upset when it was all said and done.
So we should do it.
I think it'd be fun.
When do we find the time, though?
Yeah, that's right. We already have a food fight scheduled for tomorrow that's not IHOP related. And I do question how long this would take and if this would be covered or if this would have to be our lunch break. So
It should for sure be covered.
if we film it,
Yeah. If we film and record it, then we can like play it on the show. It could be an after show, whatever. And then we can just hang out at IHOP
Yeah,
for as long as we want.
I guess
That's
we
my
could.
plan.
I guess we could. Well, it's an option for you. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it.
I'm down for it. Anytime, any place, anywhere.
Whenever. It's the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Add a little riot to your Instagram feed. Follow @RadioU Official. The Riot. Radio U.
Now, the question is, if you could design a sandwich from the ground up that'd be named after you, I mean, you can name it whatever you want, but it's your sandwich. It's your creation. What are you going to name it? Less important, what are you going to name it? What's going to be on the sandwich? We asked this because Americans were surveyed, and the average American's dream sandwich is tomatoes, black forest ham, cheddar cheese, barbecue sauce on whole wheat bread. A ridiculous sandwich, but that's what the average American came up with. People are texting in with their ideas. Amber texted in, her sandwich would simply be peanut butter and bananas on white toast, and she'd call it the new classic.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, it's simple. The new classic, but at the same time, It works.
Not exactly reinventing the wheel.
I'm not going to be
but-
upset with that.
Yeah, but people would order that, right?
Yes.
People would order that. How about Tiffany texting in BLT with avocado and a runny egg on sourdough?
Oh, a runny egg.
Yeah.
I like that. I've never done the egg on a sandwich, but many a times have I been tempted by it.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good. In fact, it features on my sandwich.
Oh, it's on yours?
Yeah, you ready?
No, it's not.
You ready to hear mine?
Yeah, let's
this
hear
is
it.
a real unique creation. All right, we do have a runny egg on there. We've got bacon. We've got for the meat, we've got ham, honey ham.
Honey ham.
Honey ham.
So we're going honey ham,
runny egg, bacon.
It's a lot of protein.
A little breakfasty. It's my sandwich.
You do whatever you want. I'm not against it.
We need some cheese on there. So we're going Gouda. Gouda for the cheese. Gouda, the great cheese.
Okay, Gouda.
We need some sauce on there. So for sauce, we're going with a sweet and spicy chipotle mayo. We're putting it on.
This is getting to be a pretty big.
I'm open.
Big ordeal here.
I'm open on bread. I'll go some sourdough, sure. And then we pop that thing on a panini press to give it, because we want it to be nice and I guess that wouldn't work for a runny egg, but we need toasted bread. We need it run through the toaster.
That's a big sandwich.
That is a good sandwich.
Can you run through it one more time for me so I can keep up?
Honey ham.
Honey ham.
Bacon. Gouda cheese.
Okay.
Runny egg. Chipotle, sweet and spicy chipotle mayo. Sourdough bread. Toasted up all nice and warm. And we call that the Hud Daddy.
The Hud Papa. The Hud Daddy.
Oh, the Hud Papa. I like the Hud Papa. I think
you can't switch it now.
Yeah, you can't.
Don't steal my answer, because I'm about to go head to head with you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so mine. We're doing pulled pork as my protein.
Nice.
On top of it, we're going with my cheese, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, okay.
Topped off with everyone's favorite, but everybody always forgets about this one as a topping, onion strings.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Those little crispy onion strings. And then you have your choice if you want barbecue on it. But I'm going to go ahead and put the barbecue on the side.
On the side, okay.
That way you can put as much on as you want. I don't like it when they load the pulled pork on there, because then it's all over the mac and cheese, the onion strings. I just like to dabble it on there. I don't want it to be engrossed in barbecue sauce. And then for my bun, we're going with a pretzel bun.
Oh.
I love a pretzel bun. Especially with the pulled pork, I love a pretzel bun. And that's called Scooter's Special.
Scooter's Special.
Scooter's Special is the pretzel bun, the pulled pork, the mac and cheese with the onion strings, the crispy ones on top.
And you thought mine was aggressive.
That's an aggressive move.
That's a lot of calories.
Well, we're not worried about calories on Scooter's Special.
We're having fun. Philip texted in with his sandwich. He calls it the Phil. Bacon, cheeseburger, egg, sausage.
Ooh, a little breakfast feel there.
Yeah, you want to talk about a lot of calories. It's going to add up.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, you guys can text in, would you go with the Hud Papa or Scooter's Special?
Yeah, and if there's any restaurateurs out there, add it to the menu.
Hey, you're more than welcome to give us a call.
The stories you love with the opinions you hate. The Riot Radio U.
What's more important? Your looks or your house?
Good question.
Yeah. What do you care more about?
Well, I don't really have a home.
You live somewhere.
I live at a place. But I don't own it, you know?
Yeah.
But I like my house. I like my house a lot.
Yeah.
But I like my face. I like the way I look when I look in the mirror. I think if you took that away, might be more upset.
Yeah. If you took away your youthful good looks, and you'd be more upset about that than losing the place you live at now?
It's tough to say. If I woke up one morning and I was just ugly, I don't know how I would react to that. I don't know how I would feel. I'm so used to this face. You know?
I'm so used to being beautiful.
I've come accustomed to it. Whether it's pretty or not, I, in my mind, am comfortable looking this way. If I looked completely different tomorrow, my confidence might be shot.
Yeah.
Could I even show up to work? I don't know.
We are on video, so you wouldn't want to come in here looking ridiculous not looking your best. Well, I'll tell you that maybe you have something in common with this 50-year-old woman from Arizona who recently revealed that she decided to sell her 3-bedroom house. And the reason she did that is because she wanted to be able to afford a facelift.
Oh, I'm against that.
You're against that? It sounds like you're pro that.
No, I'm not. I'm not for that. That's not the same.
Why?
That's different.
Why is that?
If it was for her face, if she had to sell her house to keep the face she has now, that's different than her getting an upgrade, a facelift. That's getting work done.
Yeah, but she says she's 50 now. She was 48 when she noticed that her face started dropping fast, that her
in 2
looks,
years
her looks were leaving her, and so she had to act fast. And so for you, if your face all of a sudden just started falling off a cliff one day, then maybe you would be willing to give up your house. It sounds like, if it meant keeping your youthful good looks. That's exactly what this woman did. The facelift, $14,000 she had to pay for it. And so the only way to do that was to sell her 3-bedroom home. And so now she travels around in a van.
That's what she does now?
Yeah, she's van living.
I don't think that that's a fair trade-off. I think that I would, if I had the choice, if you gave me options of, because I won't lie, her photos, I mean, she looks good now. She looks real young. She looks real good in these pictures. But if you gave me the options of being ugly with a home, or being pretty living in a van, I think I probably would pick pretty in a van.
Yeah, see, I knew you would.
No, I would pick ugly in a home, maybe.
I think it sounds to me like in your heart you'd pick pretty in a van.
Well, maybe today, but if I was 45, I mean, right now, it's just me, so I could live out of a van.
Yeah.
But like in 20 years, I would want to have a home. And so I would pick, and I don't care if I'm ugly then.
I get, yeah. Okay. Well,
I don't believe a word that's coming out of my mouth.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I don't even know if I believe myself.
Yeah.
If podcast awards were ever a thing, this show wouldn't win any. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
This is an interesting question. Somebody went ahead and asked on Reddit. They asked older people, like elderly, senior citizens, what's something you regret not doing when you were younger? So this can give us, while we're still young, some perspective, some ideas, some things we don't want to miss out on. We don't want to make errors on. You ready for some of the answers?
Let's hear them. I've got some already cooking in my head. So let's hear if these people can come up with better ones than myself.
All right. One suggestion. Looking after your teeth.
That's a good one, I guess. Yeah.
If you don't look after your teeth when you're younger, you will regret it when you're older, apparently.
Got it.
At least what one elderly person said. How about stretching daily for good health?
That sounds like something an adult would say.
Yeah.
Sounds like something my dad would say,
That's
actually.
real grown up.
Yeah, that's what my dad would say.
It's hard for me to believe, though. But maybe I'm just real flexible. Let's see. Fill your time. They say find a creative hobby that you can stick with for a long time. Because when you get old, all of a sudden, a lot of your time becomes way more free, and you can get real bored real fast.
That makes sense to me.
So I guess you got to pick up a hobby now that you can stick with through all this time. Because it's hard to pick up a hobby when you're old, right?
Probably harder
than it would be right now. So find a way to fill your time that you can continue on with when you're older. This is a good one. Stay in touch with the people you care about and who care about you.
Well, this is getting somber quick, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you don't want to lose touch with friends, though. And nobody does that on purpose. But if you make an intention of doing that, I think that falls into the category of filling your time. Like when you're older, if you don't have people to talk to all the time, you get real lonely, too.
Yes.
You get lonely and bored, apparently. Let's see. Oh, this was a left turn. At first, I thought it was make sure you go to a lot of music festivals because you can't do that when you're older.
Mm-hmm.
Not as easy. But then it says But wear earplugs at concerts and when you're doing other loud things like mowing the lawn, so you protect your hearing.
Well, people here don't want to hear that.
No, they don't. I've been to so many music festivals. I've never once worn earplugs.
And like once you get older, what do you even need to hear, you know? Like what do you not know at that point? What do I need to hear from you? Nothing.
I think I'd like to assume that what do you call it? That hearing aid technology is one of the top things that will advance by the time I'm old anyways.
Yeah, you can we'll just all have little like Bluetooth hearing aids.
Yeah. Let's see. Some other ideas. Drink more water, do yoga, wear sunscreen.
Can we get some good ones?
What do you mean?
Like drink more water?
Invest your money.
Realistically, if I talked to somebody who was 70 years old today, I was like, if you could give me one piece of advice of something that I should do right now, and they said drink more water to me, if that's what their answer was, I would say, well, thank you for the life-changing knowledge. Let me just, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up, and I'm just going to pound water. And by the time I'm 50, my life will be changed forever.
This is what they're saying.
Well, I'm just saying.
These are elderly people looking back. These are their regrets.
Already.
These are their regrets. I regret not drinking more water when I was younger.
That's a big regret.
Apparently.
Who
are we to say? We're still young. So what do we know?
I can come up with bigger regrets right now.
What are yours?
The first one I come up with, I think every 6-year-old man or woman should be required to play golf, because think about how darn good I'd be now if I had just started when I was little. But now I'm trash today as a 25-year-old, and I can't swing a darn club to save my life.
That's your regret.
But if I had played in high school,
when you were a toddler,
if my dad had put me into lessons when I was 10, or taught me how to play the piano when I was 10, or taught me to do a foreign language when I was 10, it'd be second nature now.
Yeah, but do you think you'd enjoy it?
I think I'd be so good at it, I'd love it. It'd be another flex for me. If I could just fluently speak Spanish, it'd be like second nature. It'd be so awesome.
Yeah, learning a language might be a good one, and maintaining your knowledge of the language.
Learning an instrument. You know how easy it is when you're 8 years old to start playing something and be good at it when you're 25? If I tried to learn something now, it would take me so long to figure it out.
You'd never be able to figure out the flute nowadays.
No, exactly. And think how cool it'd be if I could play the flute now.
Radio U's Worst of the Riot podcast.
It's Would You Rather Wednesday. Our question today, as people get ready to go back to school, there could be even children that are back in school now, for all I know, in some areas. I know it's different in every city, in every state, in every town. So who knows? But back to school time coming up. Would you rather switch to a 4-day school week but have no summer vacation, so you're doing year-round school, or keep things the way they are? You get your summer vacation, but it's still 5 days a week. Which one would you choose? I'll tell you that AJ texted in and said, it depends. If you would graduate earlier by doing year-round school, then he would take that. But if not, keep it how it is. That's AJ's answer. I don't think you would graduate earlier. I don't think that's a part of the question. So, plus you're only doing 4 days a week.
True. But I think when we actually calculate it out, though,
that would probably have you actually in school for more days.
It definitely would, because there's, 53 weeks in a year?
And, well, there's 104 days of summer vacation, as Phineas and Ferb taught us. So
that's half.
Yeah, you'd be in school for 50 more days.
You get 1 day a week, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 50 more days of school.
When
you say it like that.
Yeah, starts to become more clear. Philip says, keep it as it is. If you had 4 days, if you had 4-day school weeks, that's less holidays. But you'd also get a holiday every week. So.
And you're still getting Christmas off.
Yeah, right. You still get that break, of course.
Yeah.
Brittany says she's a teacher and she needs her summers.
That's like a real answer there.
Yeah, I tend to think that'd be the way. I was going to tell you, though, that from looking at our socials where we got this posted out, and this is mostly like polls, so I don't get to see people saying why, but there's more people saying that they would take the 4-day week and year-round school.
Of course they would.
Yeah, but I don't get that. For me, I would definitely keep it the way it is, summer vacation. You don't understand, especially until you're an adult and you have to work all year round, how great summer vacation is.
Yeah, when you just have nothing to do for 3 months.
Yeah.
What a great time. Like, it doesn't matter if you're working 4 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever your schedule is, if you're doing it every week, it still feels daunting. It feels like you're in, like, school mode, where it's nice when you have that time when you just have absolutely nothing going on. I agree with you. I also would do a summer vacation. I don't want to do 4 days a week. And the other thing, too, I think the reason that people voted on, like, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and whatnot for the 4-day work or 4-day school week is because people just want change. I know in a lot of other parts of, like, the world, they do, like, school year round and whatnot, and they have different ways to do it. And I feel like everyone always thinks that the way that you're not doing it is better. Because you just, like, want it makes you feel better.
The grass is always greener.
It makes you feel better. You're like, oh, no, the way that the school is set up right now, it's dumb. We should be doing 4-day work weeks or whatever. And in reality, I think that the summer vacation's pretty overpowered.
Well, here's Rhonda's argument as a school teacher. She says she would take the 4-day school week because you'd be more productive and the teachers and students would be less burned out.
Because that 5 days in a row.
5 days of school a week, it is exhausting.
Yeah, it's a lot of days in a row.
It's exhausting enough for students. It has to be even more so for teachers, I would think. So, but now think of it in these terms, though. Think about this. If you're not a teacher, then for most people, you work year-round 5 days a week. Would you not, if you were given the option 4-day week or summer or 2.5 months of summer vacation, you're telling me you're not going to take summer vacation?
See, that's tough. I don't know. It's so hard to say. I would rather have like 2.5 months off. I get paid throughout it. That's pretty great.
You still get paid. You still get the holidays the rest of the year.
Think of the vacations.
Yeah, think about what you could do.
Just relax every day. But also, by the end of summer vacation, everyone's always ready to go back. At least I always was.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's a good question. I'm glad I thought of it.
Oh, hi there.
This worst of the riot.
Crank that up.
Radio U.
Think about this. What would you think is the safest swimsuit to wear?
The safest?
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of a question that is. What are you safe from?
Well, there's lots of dangers at the beach.
I would say one that has a good tie.
A good tie?
Yeah, like a good string.
Yeah.
You don't want those things coming off.
That's true.
I think that might be the most important thing. I think you need that good elastic waistband. Something strong around the waist. That way when the big wave comes, you don't find yourself flashing everyone.
That's a good idea. You have a color in mind? What kind of color swimsuit do you wear?
See, I've got a couple of different ones.
Oh, you rotate them.
Yeah, I've got a couple of different ones right now. My new favorite is kind of a light tan.
Okay.
Because it's almost like a creamy yellow.
Oh, so it blends in with your skin.
Naturally, yes.
Yeah.
It's a little bit lighter color, so almost like a yellowish tint to it. But yeah, real clean looking, kind of like a cream.
Got it. I'll tell you that I have here, there's a debate about what the best kind of swimsuit to wear is based off of color alone. And that is because experts can't seem to agree. See, some experts say that you don't want to wear a bright colored swimsuit. And do you want to know why that is?
Why is that?
Because it could attract sharks.
Sharks.
There's thoughts that, well, not necessarily attract sharks, but you are more likely to get attacked by a shark if you're wearing a bright swimsuit. At least that's the theory, because sharks have monochromatic vision. In other words, if there's a bright color, like they can't see color too well, but if there's a if you're wearing a bright colored swimsuit, there's going to be a lot of contrast between that and the water that the shark is looking up above. And so that would make you stand out, and then you flapping around, splashing in the water. If there's a shark underneath you, it might be more likely to feel curious about taking a little nibble. So there's that. However, here's the flip side. If you wear a bright colored swimsuit, you're more likely, if you start like floating away to sea, you get caught up in a riptide or something, an undercurrent, you're more likely to be seen. You're easier to be spotted because you got a bright colored swimsuit on.
Makes sense.
So what's more important? Not getting attacked by a shark or being saved if you're swept out to sea?
I, myself, not afraid of sharks.
Okay.
Because I know the percentage chance of us being attacked is so low. Like shark attacks per year, there's probably like less than 3 people a year who die from shark attacks.
Okay.
And so I think that I'm not really worried about them when I go. Like, what are the odds that it's going to be me?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't wear.
But if you're wearing bright colored swimsuit, then the odds increase. It seems.
Yeah, but the odds are like 1 in 1 million that you're going to be the person that goes to the beach and gets bit by a shark.
I don't know. Tell that to the people that have been bit by sharks.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to say, dang, dude, that's bad luck for you. But I think you should wear whatever color looks the best on
Suit you.
I think whatever looks the best on you, because at the end of the day, you're going to get pictures at the beach. You don't want to be wearing some weird swimsuit that's lime green. You look like you're goofing.
Yeah.
Because you're afraid to get bit by a shark. That's not going to do well for you on Instagram.
Yeah, no,
Everyone at the beach, so they're not going to be looking at you that way.
What am I more afraid of? A shark or like getting swept away at sea or like hitting my head and getting knocked out or something? I'm definitely not afraid of the shark. I think I could take him.
Oh, you think you could just fight a shark?
Yeah, just bop it in the nose, as they say.
That's what they say.
I bop people in the nose all the time. I think I could handle it. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think I'd be able to fight the shark, but I do think that I would never run into one.
In fact, I'm going to start wearing a bright swimsuit and inviting sharks. Come get me. See what happens.
That way you can prove yourself.
Yeah, catch these hands.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.